Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the middle of January 2021. We're going to just jump right in here and take a quick look at what's going on for you. We're going to look at your main energies here with this main spread, your current energies that you're dealing with, and then we're going to clarify with the Lenormand to see what changes you could be making. This is a major change. Your reading is, I had a couple of readings this month where, if you don't know, before I sit down, I kind of like meditate and clear my energy and all this other stuff before I start doing my readings. And I've been doing some readings that, in my meditation beforehand, I've been getting some like messages that the middle of the month is going to be a major change compared to the the January readings. So if you watch the January readings, you're like the second or third sign that it has had this message popping into my head that something has changed, or it's almost like the timeline has changed here, Libra. And I feel like this is a good thing because you have the sun. You have the Fool. The Fool has the sun at his back, and so I feel like you're being pushed forward here. That's like the message I'm getting, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But this looks very good. Again, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you, but you start off with literally the change card. So there's some sort of change. You have butterflies in this close encounter card. On this Y card, there's a book that has wings on it as well. So I see this as some sort of significant change coming into your life here, Libra. Yeah, probably having to do with security and relationships here. It does look like a commitment coming in for you here in your first row. You have the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hierophant here in this first position. It's like a celebration. Could be like marriage or a proposal coming in for you here. I wouldn't really call this proposal energy necessarily, Libra, but I do feel this could be you having a celebration, maybe because someone wants to marry you or something like that. I do feel like there's a need, like I feel like this person is rushing a little bit. You have the Knight of Swords here. So if you're meeting someone new, I feel that this is kind of like saying there could be like a lot of security with this person. I kind of have a problem with security in relationships in the first place because, I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling secure in your relationship. But if a relationship is like too secure, then it kind of gets like a little weird or a little creepy, mostly because of this devil energy here that we're going to talk about in just a minute. It can be like a little bit of an obsessive energy, but this kind of looks like you're also the second sign that has had a very similar message. It's almost like one of those relationships where it's like someone doesn't want to lose you, so it's like they say all the right things, but that's it. I feel like they just say all the right things. I don't think they're actually, it's kind of almost like they're putting up a front here. So I do kind of get this energy of someone putting up a front. I might have to pull you an extra row because I'm not getting much clarity here. Libra, we're going to clarify it with the Lenormand and see what comes up there. But next you have this Close Encounters card. I feel like this is you transforming. This is you kind of setting yourself free here with this energy, or you're being set free with this energy, probably from a person who is toxic here. You have the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Swords here. I'm wondering, this is kind of like one of those situations where I just feel like this person tried to do all the right things, but not in a good way. It's almost like their devil toxic behavior was that they were kind of always trying to do the right thing, but it's like they didn't live their own life. I'm getting this like weird feeling where it's almost like they put you on a pedestal. I guess that would be the right way to put it here, Libra, in a lot of ways. So I hope that makes sense, because I'm not getting like typical toxic energy like alcoholism or cheating or anything like that. I'm sure it's a general reading, so some of you have of course dealt with that energy. I'm getting more of this like idealizing kind of like pedestalation type of thing. It's very uncomfortable to be put on a pedestal, I feel. And again, maybe I feel like some of you are sitting there shaking your head right now because it's like maybe you didn't even realize that that's what was going on with this person. Maybe that's why you felt off. I feel like this is someone who came in like the King of Swords. Like I feel like they seemed like they had everything together, seemed like they were very clear on what they wanted in life, but they had these toxic tendencies. If you went through that situation, I really feel like you helped this person a lot, actually. Devil represents like Saturn, and he's even sitting on this black box. And the black box in occult symbolism has a lot to do with Saturn. And I am getting like a lesson. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you really help someone, maybe even if you left this person, I feel like you maybe made them kind of learn a lesson here. You have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Again, if you're dealing with someone new, I feel like maybe you just need to tell this person to slow it down so that it doesn't turn into this situation. It's almost like a warning I'm getting here. For others, I just feel like this is new love rushing into your life after this person here, and it's like you could marry this person with the Hierophant. So if you do have a new person coming in, it does look like it could be a very significant relationship. This is like something you've dreamed of. The Hierophant, Page of Cups, and the Sun, damn, Libra. The Page of Cups, he is like imagining that fish that's in this cup. This is a card of imagination, and it's also a card of manifestation as well. And so I feel for some of you, it's kind of like you're manifesting some dreams here, but I do feel that you've had to kind of go through some tough lessons with that devil energy here. I feel like this is talking, it's like two cards of being very direct, very straightforward, but it's almost like you have a choice on how direct or how straightforward you are in a situation here, Libra. I feel almost confused in your reading here in a lot of ways. Let me just paint you a picture. It's almost like I see you like as a circle. Then I see like a line going out and like one of those charts that goes like this, and then it like splits out like a tree or whatever they would call that. I have that in my head right now when I'm doing your reading. I'm seeing like one of those chart tree things, if that makes sense. And I feel that there's a lot going on for you right now. I even feel like I'm trying to focus my message, but it's like, you know, the spirit is like pulling me in like all these different directions here. As to like what's going on for you. Usually when this happens, I like to talk about it because usually if I talk it out with the universe, it kind of gets a hint and allows me to continue with the story here, Libra. I do feel like this is a good thing because it's like you're seeing why you had to go through certain things with this devil energy. But again, that tree chart thing that's popping into my head, it's almost like you're seeing how certain things in your life are all connecting and are going to lead to the Sun, the best card in the deck. So I do feel that tree chart thing could be talking about like all these connections going on in your life. I also feel like this could be talking about a great deal of clarity coming in for you, because it's almost like, as nerdy as this sounds, it's almost like I feel you are seeing all this data in your life. It's like you're seeing all these things that are coming together and like why you had to go through them. I feel like it's leading to a major transformation. This is a crazy reading, is what I'm going to say to you, Libra. And that is a pretty crazy message, but I feel like it's definitely a good one. And that Page of Cups is almost like I feel you're, what I was talking about was this choice, right? It's almost like you have a choice in how you approach something here. The King of Swords is very direct and assertive, and he kind of works based off of wisdom, like what he has always known, right? The Knight of Swords kind of just like rushes right into things. This can be a bad thing for sure, because he can make a lot of mistakes. But as I always say, are mistakes a bad thing in the first place? Are mistakes, all that big of a deal? Probably not. Chocolate chip cookies were a mistake. So it's like you have a choice in how you approach something here, and I honestly don't think it matters. I almost feel like this is your approach to a dream or something that you want to accomplish. In your last row here, you have the why card here. I do feel like you could be getting clarity as to why something has happened in your life or why you have had to go through something. I almost feel like this is a switcheroo here. I feel like it's like a switch up going on for you here, Libra. I almost feel that for some of you, it's like you could have been in like a ghosting situation here in this like toxic relationship. And I feel like you're saying, it's like now this person maybe tries to rush back into your life and you're just like, nope. I feel like you see the truth. I feel like you see why something had to happen. So that's another story popping into my head. But you have the Sun, the Fool, and the Four of Cups. I feel this is you experimenting. I feel like this is you trying things. The Fool has the Sun at his back, and the Sun is a card of celebration, happiness, good news, but it's also a card of enlightenment as well. And he has this little sack on his back that says he is more than prepared for the journey that he is about to go on. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like saying that it's like you have all the information you need to achieve whatever this goal is. This Page of Cups could be love for a lot of you. You have the Four of Cups coming up next to that Knight of Swords. What was I saying about mistakes? I don't think they're like, I feel like we try too hard to avoid mistakes in life. I feel like it's because of school, right? It's like if you made a mistake in school, you would fail a class. And, I feel like that has prevented so many probably like wonderful things from being created in this world, because it's like not all mistakes are bad, and usually mistakes lead to something good. So I feel like this is saying, it's like if you're starting a new journey to achieve something that you truly want to achieve here, I feel like you just need to take the first steps and realize that it's going to be, these are not mistakes. It's like you're just figuring out ways that don't work. And I feel like you need to kind of like get started on this journey. But let me clarify, this is very confusing to me. So thank you, Libra. Hopefully it makes sense. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But you have the Ten of Hearts, love it. Ten of Hearts is a card of loyalty, and it's called the dog. You have the Seven of Diamonds. Yeah, definitely someone coming in with communication, and the Four of Diamonds as well. I feel like you're being more patient in love here. Ten of Hearts is a card called the dog, and it represents like loyalty, companionship, which also the dog on the Fool also represents loyalty and companionship. And you have the Seven of Diamonds, which is a card called the Birds, and it represents communication. So I do feel that there is obviously communication coming in for you, but I feel like you're just not going to want to rush. Four of Diamonds in the playing card reading system is patience for your soulmate. And so I feel for some of you, you're just not rushing into marriage at this time or anything like that. And I feel like you're looking for someone who's like truly loyal. Again, I feel like a game of tic-tac-toe with this person here. It's almost like, I said this to another sign, I can't remember what sign it was, but they had a very similar, not the same, but very similar message. And so I would say that maybe you're dealing with whatever sign that was, but I don't remember. But I feel that it's like maybe you were dealing with a person where it's like they had certain expectations, but I feel like you didn't even know like what those expectations were. I feel that if you were dealing with this type of person, maybe they got angry at you for like nothing, or maybe you didn't even know why they were getting angry at you at times. And I feel like it's because they had certain expectations in their mind for the relationship, and they didn't even verbalize those things. It's very toxic behavior. And again, it's called covert contracts, when basically someone has a contract with you, but it's like you don't even know what it is. So I feel like you could have been dealing with a person like that with that devil energy. In the middle here, you have the Five of Clubs here. You have the Five of Spades. Yep, taking a risk. And the Queen of Spades, the bouquet. I feel that for some of you, again, I keep getting this story here in this area of the reading where it's almost like some of you, maybe you would take someone back, maybe you would have in the past, but it's like now I feel like something has changed inside of you. I feel like you are setting yourself free from this obsessive, or someone who is kind of like has obsessive tendencies. I feel, to me, tarot is a spectrum, especially in general readings. It's like, not everything is going to be true for you in a general reading, but the devil energy, I feel on like the extreme end of the scale could be someone who's obsessive. On like the lighter end of the scale, I feel like it could just be someone who puts you on a pedestal, which is still like not a very healthy behavior. It's almost like you could have been dealing with someone who kind of looks at you more as an object, is what I would say with that energy. But you have the Five of Clubs, the Five of Spades, and the Queen of Spades. I feel like you're taking a risk to go on an adventure, to walk away from a person here, Libra. It's almost like you're just moving towards true love. So I feel like that is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. You have the Three of Clubs here. Three of Clubs is a card of second chances, but we'll talk about that in a minute. You have the Six of Diamonds, love it, damn. This is like definitely a risk that you're taking here. And the Eight of Clubs, yeah. A lot of people getting the Eight of Clubs for the middle of January. The Eight of Clubs is kind of like the road less traveled, and it's called the mountain, and it can definitely represent having an obstacle or having something that you need to overcome or achieve. But at the same time, it's kind of like that F it energy. It's kind of like where you get to a point in your life where you just don't care anymore in a good way, and you're kind of just deciding to take a leap of faith here. Five of Spades in the playing card reading system is risk. It is, to me, a card of taking a risk, and the Fool, kind of taking a risk. When I put all three of these cards together, Six of Diamonds is called the Clover, and it represents a four-leaf clover. So I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you, but it's kind of a risk as well, because the card represents like imposter syndrome, feeling like you're not good enough to have something. But at the same time, it's like a card of luck. It's almost like you're just taking a risk anyway here, Libra. Three of Clubs is a card of second chances. And it can be a second chance to have anything, basically, but it could be a second chance in love. And this is usually, the Three of Clubs in particular in the playing card reading system usually represents a person, like a new person. It usually doesn't represent past love. It's kind of like you're getting a second chance to have love again in your life, but it's probably someone new. Definitely, I feel that for a lot of you, you're kind of like taking this leap to go on a new journey in your life. Some of you could be walking away from a person here. It's kind of weird. It's like this person could have been loyal. You know, it's like they could be very loyal and they could be a good person, but I just feel like there's a general, I get a general creepiness vibe from that. You know, and it's probably from being put on a pedestal or something along those lines, I would say. For others, I feel like this risk that you're taking is you're just starting your own journey in your life, and you could be doing something new, like starting a business or starting a job. Yeah, very creative at this time. Three of Clubs is the most creative card in the playing card reading system. You have the Yang energy here as well, which is like the Ace of Wands. So I feel that there is like kind of a new start coming in for you here with this energy. But I feel that it's almost like you had to go through that tree that I was talking about. It's like, I feel like all the dots are connecting for you here, Libra. So I really like this reading. Crazy reading, weird, but I like it. I feel like you're going in the right direction, so that's all that matters. But this looks good. So thank you for watching, Libra. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week, and definitely enjoy your month.